हाँ मैं कर देती हूँ।
ठीक है,
ठीक है। ये
ठीक है।
टाइम है ना? अभी नहीं, अभी नहीं, 11 है। तो Good morning, everyone. I extend my warm welcome to all of you. Today, we have gathered here to witness launching of our indigenous DNA staining GreenR dye, a product jointly developed by CDRI and Biotech Desk Private Limited. It's an honor to have distinguished dignitaries with us today. So, to formally begin the function, with all due respect, I invite our chief guest, Sri Alok Kumar, Dr. Prabodh Trivedi, our director, Dr. Radha Rangarajan, and Dr. Shraddha Goenka to please come up on stage. On behalf of everyone present here, I request our Honorable Director to welcome our Chief Guest, Sri Alok Kumar, Dr. Prabodh Trivedi, Director CMAP, and Dr. Shraddha with flower bouquet. May I please request our Director to deliver welcome address?
Distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, and my dear students. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the launch of the indigenous DNA staining dye GreenR. I'm grateful to Sri Alok Kumarji, Director General, Council of Science and Technology, UP, for accepting our invitation to be our chief guest today. He has the experience of leading several multilateral development projects, such as the National Health Mission and the World Bank-funded UP Health System Strengthening Project. Currently, he's leading the initiative to put UP on the path to becoming a $1 trillion economy. We are honored by your presence, sir. I extend a special welcome to Dr. G.N. Singh, former DCGI and advisor to the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Prakash Bindu, Secretary CSTUP, Dr. Prabodh Kumar Trivedi, our Director CSIR CMAP, Professor Alok Dhawan, Director CBMR, of course, Dr. Kamboj, a former director, and all of you who have assembled here. The GreenR product has been developed under a collaborative research agreement signed in March 2021 between CSIR-CDRI and Biotech Desk Private Limited. The technology was subsequently transferred to Gene to Protein Private Limited, Lucknow, a sister company of Biotech Desk Private Limited, in May 2022. And today, we've gathered for a formal launch of the product. This is a great example of a public-private partnership, and it is a moment of great pride for all of us. I want to thank CSIR for promoting the science that we all do here that enables productization. And of course, congratulations to the innovators and to the entrepreneurs. Congratulations to Dr. Atul Goyal, Naseem Siddiqui and team, and Dr. Shraddha Goenka and her team. Achieving a commercial launch is a dream come true for innovators and entrepreneurs. It takes risk and courage on both sides. I sincerely hope we can replicate this model again and again. GreenR is a highly versatile dye that binds to all nucleic acids, such as genomic DNA, PCR products, and plasmids. It is a safe and effective alternative to commercially available dyes and is similar in staining outcomes to commercially available dyes. As it is indigenously manufactured, it makes us less import dependent and brings us a step closer to Atmanirbhar Bharat. I wish Dr. Shraddha and her team our very best as they now take on the journey of making the product a commercial success. The ship has sailed, and we wish you favorable winds as you navigate the competition. We're with you. And thank you all for joining us today.
I request our inventor, Dr. Atul Goyal, to share with us the journey of GreenRTM from lab to market.
Thank you, our director, Dr. Radha Rangarajan, for kind words. A very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank all of you for your gracious presence today. And as you know that today, our dream comes true when we developed our product from lab, and it is coming to see the light of the day today. So today I'll just give you highlights of the how we discovered this GreenRTM taking from 2000 and 2020, where at that time the COVID pandemic was there, and we were struggling to get the import material so that we can do some biological work over there in every institutions. So the topic of today is the discovery of nucleic acid staining dye GreenR for biomedical research and application. So I'll just give you a brief idea about the research work that is carrying out in my lab particularly. So we have particularly in that development of new leads for natural sources for the treatment of osteoporosis and bone related disorders. So in that we have developed a 2-molecule 399 which is a biodegradable bone implant material for bone regeneration, and another one is CDRI 1500 which is a fracture healing molecule, and we took up from hit to phase 1 clinical trial. So very soon we are going to do the phase 1 clinical trial for this. And another part that in the chemistry that we are doing is a diversity oriented synthesis of new donor acceptor based fluorescent molecules for biomedical applications, particularly to develop the technologies related to biomedical research. So in that category, we have developed this fluorescent dyes, particularly for staining DNA, lipid droplets, vacuole, and neuronal cell body in collaboration with our CDRI scientists. And also, we are working on this chemical sensors to develop the hydrogen biometal sensors like zinc, iron, and calcium for biomedical applications. So I'll just touch upon the technologies that we have developed in our lab in collaboration with Dr. Divya Singh, particularly for this CDRI 399, which is a new medicated bone implant material. So as you know, during this fracture, a doctor fixes the broken bone, particularly using this stainless steel plates and rods. So what we thought that can we have a kind of biodegradable implant material so that we can prepare there is no need to do the second surgery to remove this metallic implant after surgery. So we tried to develop with Orthoregenics Private Limited, and currently this biomedical implants using 399 is in preclinical testing and validation by the Orthoregenics team. Another molecule is a CDRI 399, where the whole CDRI scientists are involved, particularly in the development of this molecule, especially emphasizing this Dr. Divya Singh, who has worked tremendously for this pharmacological activity of this molecule. And we have already licensed this technology to Trica Pharmaceuticals, and we are going to start this phase 1 clinical trial very soon. So now I'll come to the journey of the discovery of this particularly GreenRTM. So I know everybody knows very well these dates, particularly when on January 27, 2020, the first COVID case was appeared in Kerala. And after that, in March 25, 2020, Shri Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji imposes the lockdown. So at that time, there was the RT-PCR kit was the gold standard for doing the RNA quantification during the COVID-19. So when we look into it, that why there is a cost in the mid-year 2020, the RT-PCR cost per sample was around 4,000 to 5,000. So when we look into it, we found that the TechMan probe, which is used particularly in RT-PCR, this is totally imported. And this is a kind of TechMan probe where we need a 3' end at a quencher, and at 5' end we need a fluorophore attached to it. So based on that, we thought that since we are working in this fluorescent chemistry, can we utilize these skills into development of this RT-PCR diagnostic kits? So we tried this by using several. So we give this assignment particularly to all these our staff, our students. So during that COVID times, everybody was staying at home, and then our students were working at bench. And several times they have been interrupted by the policemen due to this, but only the COVID research work is allowed at that time. So we worked in that area. So I assigned to synthesize these molecules to each and every student in my lab, and it was on the first batch and second batch, so that they can do as much as they can. So with the help of Dr. Niti Kumar, Ashish Arora, Dr. Reddy, and Dr. Shraddha Goenka again, we had a kind of PPP project model where we get a grant from CSIR to develop the indigenous diagnostic kit. So this was the necessity at that time to develop the RT-PCR based indigenous diagnostic kit, so that the cost will be cheaper in that manner. So our team has developed this fluorescent dyes and quenchers, which is cost effective and patented. And this technology is, this Indicove kit was tested at ICMR, and then we could able to get 100% specificity and 93.33% sensitivity. And this is a one step forward to the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So now come to this main project of GreenR, where we have a collaborative project agreement with Biotech Desk. When Dr. Shraddha just told me that can we have a kind of dye which can stain DNA so that we can use it in PCR experiments. So we set up a collaborative agreement, and then development of reactive fluorescent dyes and non-fluorescent tags for labeling of cross-linking project was initiated at that time during in 2021. So I think nucleic acid staining dyes are very crucial to do in various life sciences research, particularly developing this drug discovery assays, gene markers, diagnostics, and biomedical research areas. And this nucleic acid staining dyes are generally non-fluorescent in nature. When in the presence of DNA, it binds to dye binds to the DNA, and then it shows a fluorescence. And mostly only the imported dyes are currently available. So we thought that can be developed an indigenous substitute of these dyes, and only the 90% of the market is captured by all the imported dyes. And very recently, DNA binding dyes have been used for high resolution belt curve analysis, particularly for useful in the gene mutation detection. So these are the common dyes available in the commercial market. And we did the market landscape by using this Sadhguru and consultant, and they analyze this, give this report. Then we see the import values of this, particularly it is increasing year by year. In 2017, you can see it's a 3.46746 crores, and reached to 2020, it's a 7.10. And for 2021, it is a mid-year data basically. So if you double this number, that is around 10 or 11 crores. And the dominating dye, which is particularly, you can see this 78%, which is a GreenR dye, cyber green, commercial dye cyber green. So when we look into this patent of this cyber green, it was done in 1994, and the patent was expired. So we had a degree of freedom to operate in that manner. So my student Sazia designed several molecules, and she could able to prepare several around 50 or 60 compounds in that. And the step of this GreenR is a 5-step process with 98% purity. And it is a very cost effective and stable at room temperature. And we have already filed this patent, and it can bind to nucleic acid of all kinds like genomic DNA, PCR products, plasmids, and RNA. And GreenR will further reduce the dependency of the imported material, and it is a step towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So, and this part was done by Biotech Desk team, where you can see the GreenR sensitivity. It can nearly detect the 10 nanogram and 100 nanogram very easily. And when you benchmark this GreenR with the ethidium bromide cyber safe dye, you can see clearly this nice staining with green R in this case. And this was done by Dr. Shraddha's group. They have done this real-time GreenR PCR master mix, which is suitable for routine and sensitive qPCR experiments. And this 2x premix is capable for detecting a wide range of DNA, like 100 base pair to 1 kb in real-time PCR. And it can also be used as a real-time machine available and maintains the specificity and sensitivity of the reaction. So these are the amplification curves and benchmark with Takara, and you can see this nice correlation with it. Further, this is the cost data of commercial DNA dye versus GreenR. So you can see this cyber green is costing around 40,000 for this structure. So we have developed a nice method to prepare this molecule in a cost-effective manner. And based on that, we could able to design several other molecules. We could have this GreenR out of this scaffold. And we have very recently, Dr. Shraddha has registered it into the GEM portal. So the journey was that licensing was done on February 16, 2022. And then technology of transfer was done on Technology Day on 11th May 2022. And further, this GreenR was validated by several institutions like ISC Bangalore, CDRI scientists as well, IIT BHU, and ICR Labs, SIBA Private Limited, and the Biological Science Limited. So it is already tested. So as you can see clearly that how effective it was. We started this project in 2020, and basically in 2023 we could able to launch this. So how effective this kind of collaboration between academia and industry is. So I would like to just show a technology transfer video. Could you please do it just quickly? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Goel, for the very informative presentation. GreenR is indeed a much cheaper alternative. You are indeed an inspiration to our younger colleagues. Now it's time for the memorable moment, product launch. I request our chief guest, Alok sir, Director CDRI, Head of our Business Development Unit, Mr. Naseem Siddiqui, the inventors who made it possible, Dr. Shraddha, Dr. Atul Goyal and his team, Sazia Parveen, Kundan Singh Rawat, Chandra Sharma, Suchitra Gupta, and AP Dwivedi to please come up on stage for unveiling of product. Let's join our hand in inviting other dignitaries to please come up on stage. Please hold this. Yeah. Shazia should hold this. Actually, she's the main guy. Yeah. One die, So one die with various functions. We expect more products to come up in the future. Thank you all and congratulations.
अब क्या करना है? अच्छा, तो तिल go down ना? ये बिठाते ना? बिठाओगे? बोल दो ना?
May I please request Dr. Shraddha Goenka, Managing Director, Dean to Protein Private Limited, to please share her thoughts on this memorable moment. Dr. Shraddha.
good things come in small packages. Okay. Good morning, one and all. Namaskar to all present here, especially to our chief guest, Shri Alok Kumar ji, who's here. It actually goes to show the resolve of the UP government to take and be the growth engine, actually, to take the industrial sector of biotech a step forward. Thank you, sir, for coming. So whenever a product that we have researched and developed over many months of labor actually comes to see the light of day, it is a moment of joy and satisfaction. And this launch of the GreenR dye is one such satisfying moment, not only for me, for the entire team. And when I say the team, it is my academic collaborators, Dr. Goel's team, her student Shazia, who's been developing this for so long, and my team. Actually, I should mention here in this audience is a researcher in my lab, Kamal, who has developed the real-time PCR, which is part of this initiative here. And it is a journey which we started with Dr. Goel in 2021. And it has reached a culmination of sorts today. But for us, it is not the end of the journey. It is simply crossing of a milestone because we yet have miles to go. We have to reach this product to each and every lab in the country, every remote corner possible of this country, and maybe also take it overseas. And we need your support, and because this is a product which caters to the research market. If you all don't imbibe this product with open arms, how else are we going to make technology developed in India successful? So a big shout out to all you guys to come and make this a success. Any industry which is technology based, such as biotechnology or pharmaceuticals, we need to walk the path together, step in sync with the scientific community. And it is only then that technologies developed in the lab or the bench can actually see the light of day in the marketplace. Our collaboration with CDRI has indeed been one such journey of success, wherein we have identified not only the GreenR, but multiple molecules, which has market potential. And in fact, this has given us the impetus to set up a whole new facility here, a whole new facility for chemical synthesis, which is going to be housed at the Biotech Park right in your own neighborhood of Jankipuram, Lucknow. My company, Gene to Protein Private Limited, has been manufacturing enzymes, kits, and chemicals for life sciences research and diagnostics at its facility in Hyderabad. And it is now excited to start a new lab here in Lucknow for the manufacture of this GreenR dye and other fluorescent molecules. This dye has also been incorporated into a real-time PCR master mix, and it has been validated and benchmarked against known market standards. It can be used for expression studies, gene expression studies, and pathogen detection in diagnostics. The dye standalone can be used for staining DNA gels, RNA gels, instead of ethidium bromide. In fact, I would request all of you scientists here to make the lab ETBR free by adopting GreenR, staining for their gels. My company, Gene to Protein, manufactures all that you need for your everyday research in India. And we strive to make India Atmanirbhar in the realm of science and technology in our own humble way. Let us join hands to make India and take India a step closer to self-sufficiency. With this, I thank CDRI for their tremendous support. Thank you, Dr. Radha, for giving us this opportunity to showcase not only GreenR, but our entire portfolio. And I invite all of you here to the inauguration of our new lab at the Biotech Park. After this function, please do join us there and have a look at our facilities and have lunch with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Now, please join me in inviting our chief guest, Shri Alok Kumar, Director General, Council of Science and Technology, Planning Department, Government of Uttar Pradesh, to please say a few words. Shri Alok Kumar is a gold medalist from IIT Kanpur and also an alumni of King's College London. He has been an IS officer for more than 2 decades in UP government. He has led various development assignments encompassing public administration, medical and health, urban development, education, planning, science and technology, and other service sectors, to name a few. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Radha Rangarajan, Dr. Kamboj, Dr. Prabodh, Dr. Alok Dhawan, Dr. G.N. Singh sir, Dr. Atul Goyal, Dr. Shraddha Goenka, all other distinguished scientists, my dear students. There is no formal speech from my side, and I just hate formal speech. I would just say that I am very, very much thrilled to be in this institution and to be part of this launch of GreenRTM. Again, a big congratulations to CDRI, particularly Dr. Atul Goyal, your team, Dr. Shraddha Goenka, and your team. I've been told that this has the potential to replace the imported dye, which all you researchers and those who are involved in this industry, you have been using those imported dyes. So, and this is again one of its kind of industry academia collaboration. This is a very nice example of industry academia collaboration, and you have achieved this task and this deed in one of the shortest possible time. So, like, this is a big achievement. And I would say that we bureaucrats are just a facilitator. We have to facilitate. We have to facilitate the industry guys, the academia guys, and we have to make sure that whatever support you need from the government side, you are provided those kind of support. And let me again give you this commitment that whatever you support you will need from the state government side, from any of the departments, we would be here. We would be here. We have already lost so much time. Like Lucknow should be so fortunate. It should have been so fortunate to have so many CSIR. Wherever any support is needed from my side, I'm also heading, like, I'm here as a capacity of DC's Council of Science and Technology. So, like, I also feel that we don't have like much of the budget, but we do have some budget where we fund research programs. But I also look like forward, like we should fund only those things which can really be taken forward. Unnecessary waste of expenditure should not be there. So the industry and academia collaboration, and you have to constantly get feedback from the society, from the industry guys, that where exactly the research is needed. And again, this is from the COVID has taught so many things, and so this is also one part of it. So we will keep this flame alive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alok sir. It's time to felicitate our chief guest. Sorry, you have to come up again. Let's invite Director CDRI to honor Shri Alok Kumar ji. May I please request Dr. Prabodh, Dr. Shraddha and Naseem sir to please join.
Thanks.
Yeah. Now I request Head of our Business Development Unit, Mr. Naseem Siddiqui, to say vote of thanks. Sir.
Good morning, all. Thank you, Dr. Bhavna. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this very special occasion. On behalf of Director CDRI, I would like to extend my heartful gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Alok Kumar Ji, Director General UPCST, who despite of his busy schedule accepted our invitation and made our day historical. We are equally grateful to Dr. G.N. Singh Sir, Advisor to Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, who always stood us on such occasion and always showered his blessings. Thank you, sir. We are also thankful to UPCST team comprising of Shri Prakash Bindu, Secretary UPCST, Shri Anil Yadav, Director UPCST, Dr. Huma Mustafa, and Joint Director UPCST. Thank you all for visiting CDRI for this very important day. Dr. Shraddha Goenika, Director Gene to Protein, a sister concern of Biotech Test Private Limited, Hyderabad, and her team deserves a big thank you for making this day happen, for translating this lab innovation to the market in collaboration with CDRI. Dr. N. Kalai Selvi, Director General CSIR, has also conveyed her best wishes on this very special day. Thank you, ma'am. The Directors of Sister Labs, Dr. Prabodh Sir, Director CMAP, Dr. Ajit Kumar, Director NBRI, Dr. Bhaskar, Dr. Alok Dhawan, Director CBMR, Dr. Shubhni Saraf, Director NIPER. Thank you for your all good wishes and sparing your valuable time for coming to CDRI. Thank you all. We also thank our former directors, Dr. Nityanand, Dr. VP Kamboj, Dr. Tushar Chakrabarti, Dr. CM Gupta, Dr. Ram Vishwakarma, Dr. Madhu Dikshit, Dr. DS Reddy, Dr. Tapas Kundu, and all who conveyed their blessing for this momentous occasion. Thank you all. I would like to thank all the delegates who blessed us with their presence, and thanks to our precious audience who made this event a memorable one. Thank you to our press and media who has always been instrumental in showcasing and bringing our innovation very close to the society. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank our organizing team led by our director, Dr. Radha Rangarajan, who has always been very instrumental, and she guided us for organizing this very important. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you all. I request all of you to please rise for national anthem. After the national anthem, please join for tea outside.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे